Start at verse 32. Watch this.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Read that again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Now what I'm about to go to, I want to start right there because I want to go into history. I don't think we've really been proven from the Bible that our history is in the Bible. Nobody ever wondered why God only allowed you to know slavery? Because that's the only how you will pinpoint that you're the Israelites in this Bible. Moses had already saw it, and so has other numerous prophets. They had already saw our future. So the captivity that we went through, no other nation went through. They're about to explain it for us. You understand? Now watch this. Read it again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Now when did that happen? When were our sons and daughters given unto another people? When did that happen? What's going on right here? That's slavery. What's on there? She has, look, like a daughter or a small son in her hand, correct? Look at this. This is like Frenchmen. This is like the French opening a young Negro's boy's mouth. He's an Israelite according to the Bible, but they call us Negroes or black or African American. That's what he's doing. This is our what? Our history in the Bible. God promised that thing. Watch this. Read.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fare with longing for them all the day long.
You ever watched the movie 12 Years of Slavery, and the sister was on the porch and her child got taken? Read that last part again.
And thy eyes shall look and fare with longing for them all the day long.
Did not she want her child? She was yearning for him, but it was nothing that she could do. God prophesied that would happen to us, and it's still happening today. They can come and take your child anytime.
We gotta go. Alright, come on. I gotta take it.
See, come on. Hey, officer. Look at this. Look what you're doing to him. Look at him. Come on. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. See? I got it.
Have your coat. Put your coat on. Go with your brother.
Let them have enough evidence that you're abusing that child, that they accuse that you're abusing that child. Because you barely can whoop your child today. They coming at you. When the Most High God tells you to discipline your child, but they say, hey, don't touch your child. Your child. Let them have enough proof. They can come get your child. The curses have not left. Read it again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fare with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in thine hand.
There shall be no what?
There shall be no might in thine hand.
Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Let's give another example of that. The television. Notice majority of our kids want to be like whom? Cardi B. Trippie Redd. I don't even know who out. What's his name? Give me something. Nas X something. They want that. The Bible is explaining to us how cursed we are. Those are our leaders today. That's a shame. Those are not leaders. Those are not leaders. But that's who they want to be like. The curses are, they in all types of forms. You got to look at how your kids are being taken away. That's why you got to put your kids in submission to God's word. But before you do that, you yourself have to get correct. You have to be the princess God ordained you to be. It's not hard.
The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up.
You think the Israelites knew of that nation that was going to, appreciate the office, that was going to come over all the way to another land? You think the Israelites knew of that nation? God prophesied that another nation would come from far and do what?
A nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always.
Are we not oppressed and crushed always? Always, every day we are oppressed. You're working 8 hours a day. You're working 40 hours, 40 plus hours a week. Some may say, young brother, there's nothing wrong with working. Bruh, we don't even realize that some of the wisdom we're missing. The The things that we do with money, we don't even try to grow our gardens. We don't even try to get cattle. What's going to happen if they shut down the stores?
Right.
Because you're leaning on your oppressor. That's what God put the curses on you. You're not leaning on God and the wisdom he gave you. You're leaning on your oppressor. So this is what God is going to say. Watch this. Since you want to lean on your oppressor, watch what he's going to say. Give me that, because we ain't serve him joyfully. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 47.
Watch this.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things.
Since we would not serve God for all these things joyfully, not getting mad because God tell you to put on a dress, not getting mad because God tell the black man to grow his beard, quit shaving your head looking like T.D. Jakes. Easy stuff. Go enjoy the Sabbath. Go turn up. Don't you know we turn up on the Sabbath? God know he made you. Why you think you got a spirit where you want to go in the club and get juke, juke, juke? It's in you. You're just doing it wrong. You think Solomon and David didn't dance? David got a whole book of Psalms. Songs that he wrote. It's in you. We just got to do it righteously, like you're supposed to do. Read it again.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things.
What's going to happen?
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
No, these oppressors are my friends.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
God said your oppressors are your enemies. What does that mean, mister? Does that mean I have to go and defend myself and harm them? No. Remember, you're on punishment. Remember, we just read the scripture. God said it's not going to be any might in your hand. It's nothing you're going to be able to do. Everything is of God. You're going to stick on this punishment till you repent. That's the punishment. You understand, bro? Don't it make sense? That makes sense. So God said you're going to serve your enemies since you wouldn't want to serve him. Now let's see what we're going to serve our enemies in. Now this is time where we got to think to find out who we are. Are these Israelites still alive today? We're getting closer and closer. Watch this. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
In what?
In hunger.
Where do you go and get food from, Sister Sierra? Any type of store. Name it. Piggly Wiggly. Who you think owned Piggly Wiggly? A white man. The so-called white man. God calls him Esau in the Bible. He's not white. According to the Bible, he's red. Now, this is a hate speech? No, this is a fact. Does he not own Piggly Wiggly? Does he not sell us food? I don't know why some people get so confused about hate speech. A fact is a fact. Slavery is a fact. What's wrong with us? We got to quit that. Now watch this. We have to serve them in what?
In hunger?
In hunger. Name me a store. Name me a store you shop at. Walmart. Now we all know Sam or whoever it is on Walmart. Wallet World. We all know our oppressor on that. So God said you'll have to serve them in hunger. Mickey D's, Burger King, wherever you need some food, you'll have to go to them. I hear somebody say, well, my big brother or my Uncle JJ own him a restaurant. Where do Uncle JJ got to go and buy the meat? Your oppressor. Uncle JJ ain't got no cattle. Uncle JJ go and buy the meat from his oppressor. We have to serve them in hunger. When we ruled and they were serving us, they used to have to come and get food from us. Watch this, read.
And in thirst.
Where do you have to go to get your water from? The same place. Who supplies your water from you? Who does all the plumbing when you cut your faucet on, when you run your bath water? Who's supplying that for you? Not grandma, not granddaddy, your oppressor. You was brought to America to be on punishment. Some of our people haven't gotten it yet. We haven't gotten it yet. You're brought to America on punishment. It's by the grace of Christ you're alive. We're supposed to be dead.
Right.
He seen our future. He knew we weren't going to survive. That's what we got to understand. That's why it's so important to know the real image. To know that Christ is a black man. So when you're praying, you're looking at yourself. You're looking at your daddy, your uncle. You ain't looking at this mess. Read it again.
And in thirst, and in nakedness,
And in what?
In nakedness.
Them clothes on your back. You know we don't own any fabric companies. You may have some individuals that say, well, I make I got a Nike shoe. I make the John, all that. They don't own that stuff. Their name may be on it, but they don't own that fabric. They have to serve the. Don't let rich men fool you. We attend to let rich men and women fool you. They're serving just like you. LeBron James, Oprah Winfrey. They have to serve their oppressor just like you. They just rich. They just rich. As soon as your oppressor want to take that money from them, in a blink of an eye, it's gone. It's gone. That's oppression. You have no power. And the only reason why they rich because they benefit what in society. Like most of us do. We all benefit in some way, right? All right, now watch this, read.
And in want of all things.
Schooling. Remember God said in want, you don't have to serve them in want of all things. Who runs the schools? That's why you don't know this information. Because in their schools, they're not going to teach you that you're the Israelites. They're going to stop at slavery and say, see, you're only a slave. That's all you are. You think they're going to tell you who you are? Guess who else know who you are? The Chinaman, the Arabian man. When God say they're your enemies, they all went up against us. And they all know who you are. The Africans, you're not an African. Some of us think we're Africans. God said you're enemies. Enemies. Y'all understand that? Yo, finish that out.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
He should do what?
Put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Now notice a few minutes ago I said we're about to get very specific on who we are. We're going to pinpoint that those people are only talking about us. What form of material did they put on us to hold us bondage or custom or shackles, chains? Let's see what the Bible called it. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
God said that he would put a yoke of iron on the Israelites' neck. What's around his neck? A yoke of iron. What's around his neck? A yoke of iron. That thing's so heavy, even if he move, he dropping down. Some may say, well, it was more than one slavery. It's a lot of other nations had irons up on their neck. See, I know how we think. See, we know how each other think. That's why God made sure to send your brother out to teach you. He's not going to send somebody that don't know how you think. Watch this. Hold it and get verse 64. Finish that out. Watch this.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all the people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other.
We are scattered everywhere. Nobody ever woke up out of the bed and say, how did we get there? Did I not tell you that the Chinaman, the Arabian man, all of them had a play in what? Scattering us. Right. According to the Bible, they are our enemies.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.